All right, so we got Jake Paul here and the media in their constant gaslighting. One of the big things about understanding boxing is understanding this ratchet ass media boy. Once again, boxing or the boxing world is pretending like they are furious or upset with Jake Paul's current comments, comparing himself to Muhammad Ali. And they're like, oh, boxing fans is furious. Let me show you how media plays this game. That's a lie. None of them are furious about it. The only people that would be furious about it is the black community, the black fight fans, and true, real old school fans of the sport. Those are the only ones that truly have a problem with it, but that's not the voice that speaks for boxing. So why would they sit up here and pretend to be upset about Jake Paul comparing himself to Muhammad Ali? The reason why I say that they're pretending is because I made a video, and this is why it's a perfect time for me to reintroduce this video. I made a video about this. Nobody has talked about this in boxing. There's so many issues and stuff that's untouched in boxing, and what we waste our time on talking about is ridiculous. But nobody touched this subject in boxing, and I just thought it was amazing. Or maybe I was the only one that noticed, but now everybody else could know. I made a video last year where I said, I titled the video, How the Boxing Industry Uses Muhammad Ali's Name and How Muhammad Ali is only compared to white fighters. Let me say that again. Muhammad Ali, when his name is brought up in comparison, they only use Muhammad Ali's name to promote white fighters. I wish somebody out there would call me a liar. I wish somebody tell me that this is not true. I wish somebody tell me that what I'm claiming is preposterous or ridiculous. There's a video for you to click on, go watch it. And since this is in real time, and since he currently has said this lets you know that it's an ongoing thing. Now you tell me how I'm able to compose an entire video of nothing but white athletes that got compared to Muhammad Ali, but not one time is Muhammad Ali ever compared to a black fighter in comparison. Go watch the video. That's the only reason why I made this video, is to reinforce this video. The use of Muhammad Ali's name is strategic, and the question you got to ask yourself is, if people feel like they so much better than us, why don't they reach for something that comes out of their backyard? Nobody ever says they wants to be the next Rocky Marciano. I keep saying this for years. Nobody wants to say they're the next Willie Pep. Nobody wants to use these names, but when comparison, they always got to reach for the black fighters, don't they? The Roy Jones, the Floyd, the Mike Tysons, the Alis. And Ali, to compare yourself to an Ali, you have to understand, when people talk about Ali, they're not talking about boxing. They're not just talking about boxing. So when they use Ali name, they're not just comparing boxing. They're taking a swipe at you completely by comparing somebody so polarizing, so important to the fabric of African American history, that they would insult him by comparing him to somebody who's been putting on artificial fucking fights. Jake Paul, there's nothing close to even compare to Muhammad Ali. Just like when they tried to say the same thing just about Conor McGregor. Just like when they tried to say the same thing about Tyson Fury. Just like when they tried to say the same thing about Vasily Lomachenko. Just like when they try to say the same thing about Logan Paul. They're always white. So they want to try to pretend like, oh, the boxing world is upset. Be honest. You guys are using Muhammad Ali's name in comparison to create some back and forth controversy to help promote his bum ass fight with Chavez. Even in the grave, black fighters is helping these dudes promote fights. Even in the grave. If he's so great and y'all want so desperately to make him a boxer, and let's face it, the only reason why people even care to make him anything a bit legitimate is because he's white. But this is the crazy thing. They got a legitimate white guy that they can get behind and be like, yo, white man is the shit. Yeah. They don't fuck with him. The weirdest shit on earth. The dude that you ain't got to pretend. The dude that you ain't have to worry about nobody calling him a hype job. Nobody takes nothing away. Everybody likes him. Legit badass. Y'all don't give a fuck about Usyk. Y'all still want to promote Jake fucking Paul. Why? I'm going to tell you why they don't fuck with Usyk like that. It's not so much of the English barrier or nothing like that. Because Usyk is not going to act a fool and play a monkey on a chain. Let me say that again. Usyk is not going to act a fool and play a monkey on a chain. Usyk has already displayed once already. You get him from a camera and you ask him a question, he gonna tell you the truth. Hence, when they asked him about pound for pound and he say Terrence Crawford, the media hates that. They hate it when Vasily Lomachenko did it. See, but Vasily eventually changed. It eventually got to his head. But if you remember, when they was trying to call Vasily number one, he like, no. Terrence Crawford. He's number one. He's the best fighter. Lomachenko was saying that for years till I guess his team told him to shut up. You know what I'm saying? And just accept the compliment. But he was saying that for years. But if he can't play the game and be somebody you can pull like a Tyson Fury, they don't want to promote him. But stop using Muhammad Ali's name to promote these fucking white boys. Okay? Use white boys to promote white boys. Use Mexicans to promote Mexicans. What if we use that rule now? You will hear nobody comparing themselves to no fighters no more. Mexicans don't want to compare themselves to Mexicans. They want to compare themselves to Mike Tyson. They love Mike Tyson. White boys don't want to compare themselves to other white boys. They want to be Floyd's, Roy Jones's, you know what I'm saying, and Ali's. Nobody want to pick from their own backyard, but they steady with their hands in our backyard. But yet, don't want to give us credit against people cheating against us, period. Boo us every time we walk out of the fucking stadium. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. At this point, to a conscious person with a conscious mind, boxing can make a black man feel cocky as fuck. To the conscious person. If you see all the loops and the bullshit that they go through to try to downplay some people that they supposedly ain't afraid of, don't fear, and not sweating. All their actions prove the opposite. Anyways, that's it. I'm out.